Hi guys, here from Pax Europiana. I'm now surprisingly here in Batumi, actually not exactly next to Poti. Somewhere there must be Poti, because our train was basically stopped when we entered the Black Sea coast, and then the question was continuing by taxi or waiting until the Georgian railway fixes its railway system. And I decided it's much better to show you this beautiful side of this highway. There is a typical, it's very much like in the Balkans here, everything around reminds me very much to Macedonia 10 years ago or to Albania. It's very much the same, and by the way, it should be treated the same. Please, Europe, allow this beautiful country to join the European Union. That is so important at this moment. They need the investment, they need the market, they need the strategic security, and they need the confidence in the future, because Georgia is a European country. They have even beautiful tunnels here, and they are investing heavily in the Black Sea, and the Black Sea should be a European sea. Let's never forget, it's not for Russia to dominate the Black Sea. It's a European sea, it's a NATO sea, it's a free sea for all people who want to trade and to navigate the free seas. We shall never allow Russia to dominate the Black Sea. That is wrong, and they must be punished for that, and it must be a free sea again. Here we're coming now after this side. It's the tunnel leading then us to this beautiful Black Sea. The first time you will see it, it's the moment to see it. You see the Black Sea? Wow, the free European Black Sea, the Pontus. I'm so happy to be on that side. It's my third time to be at the Black Sea. I was in Romania with EDS. Look, wow, amazing. How beautiful that is, the moment when you see Batumi rising out of the Black Sea here. And they are building, they are investing, they have confidence in the future, but of course they trust NATO and the EU to defend, to protect and to integrate them into the free world. And that is such a reform-oriented country with such a great future. You see, it's amazing the moment when you cross the tunnel, you see the other side where the free sea, the European Sea, the Black Sea is visible here. The ships are there. Batumi, the skyline is fantastic. What a great place this is, and what an amazing opportunity for Europe to have Georgia as well in the European Union. And here you see all the real estate investment for the big investors. The whole world wants to be in Batumi. It's a really beautiful place here, and there are a lot of people from the north of Europe who are interested to buy a beautiful place. I see a diplomatic car is coming to Batumi for the weekend, I guess. And here you see a lot of construction activity. Oh, you see the traffic safety here is dramatic. Of course, that needs to be Europeanized, the same like the euro, the same like the whole standards in all aspects. But Georgia has done tremendous reform after the Rose Revolution already, and they are really on the verge of being ready for Europe, I would say. Look here, the past and the future, and the boom of investments. Obviously what they need is the euro as a currency. What they need is European standards in transport and in construction. Actually, they're quite good already. And the cadastre here is also very good. And here there's really very nice things to be expected from the future in here once the standards are good. I driving now carefully and gradually into this beautiful town, and I will share some of the views. And my first time in Batumi. I will stay only one night. I will make my declarations, some podcasting, and keep you posted about this beautiful city. I call all European tourists to come here and to support Batumi. They have an airport. It's very easy to get here, and at this moment it's very important, because there should be no, the Russians links of Georgia will be similar cut like in the case of Moldova and Ukraine, and Georgia will be fully inside the European Union over time. Here, look, it looks like Flora in Albania, a lot of booming seaside investments. Obviously they have the infrastructure at the coast here. That's of course not the direct access to the sea, but all these things can be. Slava Ukraine, they stand in solidarity with Ukraine. That's really cool. And here you see this beautiful city. My first time driving into Batumi, and I will have to find my hotel and do the normal course of exploring a city, but in this case it reminds me, oh, that's really big. Look, this is like New York. It's amazing. The skyline is really impressive. And here, of course, the train station, the entry, and so many booming skyscrapers and Mediterranean vegetation here, palm trees, every city with palm trees, I think the spectacular positive here, the Georgian flag, and of course a lot of traffic. And here the beach. I made it to the Black Sea again. I'm so happy. Over there is Mariupol, the city of heroes. It will be free again, Mariupol, be sure about it. It will never be Russian. And it will be Ukraine, and it will be in Europe. One day it will be liberated, and the time will come for justice and freedom also for Mariupol. And no crime of the Russians will ever be unpunished. It will all receive the due punishment, and justice will be done. Here there is the airport, and Batumi is now the entrance. Of course, you know, you see the typical poverty and informality and of many of the places, but it's relatively like 5 years ago in Albania, I would say. Typical. You see, of course, here the cow and this kind of bizarre combination of luxury, prosperity and poor informality, especially at the entry of cities in transition from communism towards prosperity inside the European Union. Slava Ukraine, everybody here for Ukraine, that's very good. You see also these relicts of failed construction sites. It's typical everywhere in the Balkans and here in Georgia as well, where probably there was a property dispute or a fight about the legality of the construction permit or something like this, and then it stands there like a ruin for the long term. But also this will be settled, and I think it will be a very nice hotel one day, as this one is already. You see a lot of things and European flags everywhere. This is really fantastic. It makes me very happy. You see the past of Soviet legacy, complete disaster. This is of course a lot of Soviet legacy stuff. And of course, and here you see already the future. Some international investor has bought here and developed a beautiful hotel. And here you see the Soviet past. In these places you can see the 20th century and 21st century mixing just on the opposite of the street. Here is the 21st century, here is whatever I would call it, a very early 20th century, whatever kind of Khrushchev area buildings these are. Anyhow, this will be a very interesting day for me here in Batumi. I will keep you posted. I will update you about my impressions about Batumi in the coming days. And I will be calling, of course, for the EU accession trio to join the European Union, because it's the future of Ukraine, Georgia and Moldova, and Georgia shall not be left behind. Look here, this was the train station I was expecting to be, or something like this. It looks good. And here you see, wow, what a skyline, it's amazing, and what a great city this is. It's a beautiful boom town here at the Black Sea, and it's a European city of prime significance. I'm very happy to be here, and I will show you the Batumi Central Station. That's the railway station. We had the opportunity to come here, but that was not working out. But so I could at least show you the entry of this boom town here from the seaside. It's really quite amazing. And everywhere there's a European flag. I shouldn't have brought mine. That's cool. Batumi is ready for Europe. We can say that very loud. Absolutely, I feel welcome. And please, all European tourists, come here and share this opportunity and show and enjoy this beautiful city. And here, of course, some Soviet transport logistics and disaster. And here the future. It looks like New York at the Black Sea. It's amazing. This is a very important city for Europe, and along this strategic city and also the port, this harbor, let's never forget, this is the Silk Road, this is the access to Central Asia, bypassing hostile Iran and hostile Russia. This is so important, and I'm so happy to be here today. Thanks a lot, more to come from this beautiful city. I will keep you posted, and enjoy Batumi, more to come here on my channel. Thanks a lot.